Well, Howard here from 82 Maple, and wow, we're in snow country today. This is absolutely beautiful. Take a look around. The sun is shining. It's a glorious -10 Celsius, and we're going to, hey, you saw that, didn't you? That snow pile? Well, we're going to take this little 1025 and give it a little workout here with the snowblower, the SB 1154. SB snowblower. There's a label right under here somewhere. And 1154, no idea what the 11 stands for, but it's 54 inches wide, and this little 1025, and it's 23.5 horsepower or whatever it is, cranks it right along in good style. What I'm going to do right now is just insert a little video. I've got a little grandson, Lenny, 3 years old, and he's just a raving fan of equipment and what we're doing here on the farm. And yesterday was his birthday, and so I shot a little video, sent it off to him. It'll give you a sense of what this snowblower is doing. Then we're going to give it another workout on some tougher frozen stuff. I've got piles and lumps and rows over there that have been through freeze thaw about 3 times now. So we're gonna tackle it, see if this little snowblower's up to it, and then for the final test out there in that field, and we'll get a closer look at it. I've got a truck coming in tomorrow to take that construction dumpster out of here. I've got to do some snow blowing, and I'm going to tackle a pile out there that's about 3 feet deep. We'll get closer to it, but hey, right now, let's hang in and enjoy what I sent over to Lenny yesterday. Talk soon. Lenny, how you doing? Happy birthday, big boy. 3 years old. Wow, and you can count really well. And I loved watching you work with your tools. Well, Gramp has some new tools today. This is a snowblower. And I know you've been measuring things with your tape measure, and so it says model 1154. That means it's 54 inches wide. We're gonna double check it. Yeah, it's 54 inches wide. So we've been piling up snow here, and we have too much snow. Gramp has to get it out of here. So we're gonna use the snowblower. It's going to be awesome. It's a cold day. Let's see if this will start. Hey, we got it. So Lenny, I can turn this and make the snow fly in different directions. Watch this. Lenny, what did you think of that? We're blowing snow all over the place, and look, we have a nice clean path here now. Love you tons and tons. Happy birthday, big boy.
Happy birthday, Lenny.
Well, here we are, and we're ready to start plowing. So I'm gonna give you a view of where I'm looking and what I'm doing from the driver's seat, and then we're gonna mow on down through this pile. Now, I don't know if you happen to pick up a shot or two of it on the distance camera, but I can literally walk up on top of the very ridge of this pile. This stuff has been frozen with -25-degree weather. So this is going to test this little unit really well. Let's get at it. Okay, we're gonna do one more pass now. Just doing a little adjustment here, and we'll fire this up again in a second. So a couple of things on the operation of this on the John Deere. When I first mounted the snowblower, there's 3 settings on the John Deere. You can run the PTO off the, just glancing down at it here to make sure I get it correct. You can run it off the center only at 2100 RPM. If you move the lever fully forward, you can run it off the rear PTO only at 540 RPM. Perfect for what we're doing. Or in the center setting, down here on a little lever just below my left hand, you can run the center and the rear. I mistakenly had the lever in the center and the rear, the middle position. And so what happened is every time I hit my PTO button, which is right here, a yellow, bright yellow button on my right-hand side, and then went into reverse, it would shut the tractor down. And to keep it running, you have to hold your finger on that button as you engage in reverse and start moving forward. Super, super annoying. And I thought, man, what a rigor to go through. And then I discovered if you set it in the rear setting only, you're all good. You don't have to play with the PTO button. It's on or it's off based on operator preference. So here we go. We're going to take one more pass, and then we're going to head for the field and jump into what's probably a 3 or 3.5 foot packed with the bucket of the 4066. I have no idea what we're going to do in there, but we'll see. One of the neat things, and you don't need me to do a mechanical walk around of this, but this Frontier SB 1154, and note, this is not a sponsored video. I get no revenue for my videos and don't have any intention to. I do this stuff for the fun of it. But it is super well engineered. It's got shear pins down on the blower screw, not the fan, but the blower screw. So if I run into something like a block of wood, which is highly likely around here given all the construction, we shear the pin, no damage to the drive line or the tractor. If it's something more of a shock load, I've got it's engineered with a shear pin in the drive line, and that comes out. I've got lots of each. It came fully equipped with it, so I feel safe that I'm not going to do some damage to the rear end of the tractor here down in the PTO area that's going to cost me thousands and thousands, plus perhaps a couple of weeks of downtime. So you know, I gotta say, spoiler alert, I am really pleased with this unit. Of all of the attachments I've bought around here, and you've seen videos on a lot of them, this is singly the most impressive in that it's exceeding all expectations. Last night, son Kyler, we've got a 1,000-foot stretch of typically unplowed government property road, but it doesn't get plowed very often, coming down to our driveway, and then we have another 500 feet at least before we get to the bridge. And there was snow along the side of the 1,000-foot long road that comes down to our property, and it had already been packed by high-powered government road sponsored road graders. And son Kyler worked a furrow there, took him maybe 20 minutes, and just blew it 30 feet over a fence and out of the way, so that we actually have a road that is a full lane wide. Super impressed, but hey, you take a look and draw your own conclusions. So that only shut down because I lifted up out of the seat. I realized I had to adjust the blower, and it's manual. I could get a hydraulic. I may get hydraulic in the future. I just went all manual, and this was a smoking deal at the price. So hang in here. Okay, give me a second. Just gotta open the gate here. Okay, here we go. And off of the rear mounted camera, you can see what we're up against. We're going to go through kind of 1 foot to 1.5 foot of some furrows, all of which were again pushed into place by the rear mounted blade on the John Deere 4066. And then we're going to tackle some deep stuff that again has got to be 3 feet deep. And it was pushed into place by the bucket, all 4 wheels in motion, rear axle locked up, and chains on the rear axle. So you know what? It doesn't get more of a workout than that. If we shear some pins, I'm going to be completely honest with you and show you how that happened. Let's get at it. Okay, here we go into the tough stuff. Let's do this. Okay, this is right from the driver's seat, and I've just got to pause this a minute. What you see happening there was the snow is so hardened I couldn't get down to the base, down to ground level on the first pass. Furthermore, when you seen me stalling out motion-wise, I had my foot on the rear axle lock-in. I have both rear tires chained up. It's in 4-wheel drive. And I literally couldn't push the snowblower any harder, and it wasn't missing a beat. Now we're going to tackle one last thing. This is like a torture test. We're going to bite right straight into the heart of this mess of frozen snow. Again, the temperature between when I plowed this snow in the pile that you're seeing, and now the temperature went from -5 Celsius to -30 Celsius out here in the field, plus a wind chill, and now we're sitting at about a -10, and I'm going to try and bust up what is essentially bordering on a frozen block of ice with this little 2-stage snowblower that cost me the princely sum of, I don't know, $4,000 Canadian or something like that. At this point, crazy value. I'll affirm or reaffirm in 5 minutes. Let's do this. Whoa, I'm impressed. You know what? That's as close as I come to abusing equipment. that if I wasn't doing this video, I would not have pushed it this hard. But everything just hanging in there, pushing hard, blowing it away. That stuff is tough. I can hardly bite into that with a shovel. And if there's any complaint I have, it's that I need a slightly bigger tractor, maybe a 2000 or 3000 series John Deere tractor to really work this little snowblower to its max. In the meantime, hey, my little buddy, the 1025 hung in here with me. And yeah, no, I don't have to worry about the temperature gauge today. It's right where it should be. And we're having fun. So, couple of things that you would expect. Of course, you've seen me swiveling the blower chute back and forth. It's great. It's more than 180 degrees. If I had to guess, I'd say it's 210 degrees side to side. So that gives me all the maneuverability I need. In the first video, you probably seen a little black pickup truck. It's a little almost soon to be collector truck. Give it a couple or 3 more years. It was one of my son's first pickup trucks. Last thing I wanted to do was pick up a rock with the snowblower and fire it through the windshield. I think we avoided that. And then the snow chute itself, I can set it on anything from a tilt where it just blows the snow down to literally 3 feet behind where I'm blowing, just in case I'm working in close residential quarters and don't want to blow out somebody's windows. Or I don't even have it up fully to what its full potential could be, and that would be probably a 50-foot throw radius. I'm getting between 35 and 40 right now. I had checked it prior to doing this video on its current setting. And so again, this is snow that's fallen between -5 and -25 degrees. So it's not like coastal snow that, what do they call it? West Coast concrete that we kind of ski in when we go to Whistler and Blackcomb. But man, just does a great job. I was super hesitant about getting this, and my wife Coral was laughing at me saying, oh yeah, you're just getting one more toy. Well, holy cow, this is way more than a toy. This is just pretty amazing. Totally impressed. You've watched my videos. I seldom give total over-the-top raving fan videos. In fact, some manufacturers would say that, whose products I've tested would say quite the opposite. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I'm going to get these 8 fingers and 2 thumbs back and a couple of gloves here at 82 Maple and keep them warm. Thanks for being part of the journey. Let me know what you would do differently. Let me know what your experiences are. Always love your comments and questions. Stay warm.